I'm on a work call. Let's see. So I am currently working on a project that I have no business working on because I don't know JavaScript. I don't really remember how this project got assigned to me, but it definitely shouldn't have been because it's been driving me crazy for the last week. I have no clue what I'm doing. All right. Where's my work? Can we... What is happening? My monitor screens are not turning on and I don't know why. Input signal not found. What do you mean? Oh, what is happening? Like I can... How is it that the monitors aren't working? Display port. Okay. I don't even know if my headphones are connected. I can't. Hello. Doing good. How are you? Not much. No, I'm just trying to figure out the this approval thing. Yeah, I'm just having difficulty with the actual like approval button working. Like I don't know why it just fails at the last step. I don't know what's happening and nothing's helping solve it. So that's all. Just trying to work honestly work through that. No, I mean I had to. Like, I made some modifications. I've been having tested, and with that one, she messaged me last night saying like, hey, I got to the approval, but because before she wasn't seeing like the approval or deny option. And then I guess the last one that I sent out, she got it, but she sent me a screenshot of like she got an error when she tried to click on approve or deny. So I just started redoing it and yeah, just trying to go about it a different way. And then when you click on the approval, like approve document or deny, it just... The project that I've been asked to work on is to create an automated approval process for our executives to go through so that it goes in a type of hierarchy from lowest to highest. And once someone approves it, it sends off that approval to the next person in the hierarchy to go through the approval process. Now, I don't know why this project was assigned to me because JavaScript is typically used by web developers, which I am not, but it appears that people assume that if you know how to code, you know all code, which is not the case. Just because you know SQL or Python doesn't mean you know JavaScript. And I need people to understand the difference. There are differences. And to all of you that are aspiring data analysts, don't feel like this is something you need to learn or will have to do. I really think this is, well, I'm hoping this is a one-off. The document is just, when you click on either or, it just says an error. Yeah, it doesn't approve or deny, it just comes up with like some kind of unknown error. And I'm just like, I don't know why. When I put it in Gemini, it's like, hey, it's because of like the script ID that I'm not linking it. And I'm like, I am linking it. So I don't know, like the script ID is there or why that. It's just the last, like when you click on approve or deny, that's the only thing. But I'll keep working on it, see if I can figure it out. Yeah, or maybe this is just, I don't know if this is I don't know if this is something we use or if there's like, oh, additional permissions or things we need. It doesn't seem like it, but like I've been using it, or I've been trying to use it at work to do the automation, like for like the weekly decks, but like the build out for the beginning of the month, like because I'm still learning it, you know, it takes longer to build out some of it when it's not like a duplicate. But that's also where I found all of the reporting issues going through that process. Like, oh, this doesn't look right. And then when I go to build out the next one, oh, this doesn't look right either. So it's helping, but like, I think it kind of slowed down progress a little bit because, yeah, just kept finding things that didn't look right. So hopefully it's getting better. I mean, I wouldn't say like I have the same knowledge as I do with SQL, but yeah, it's a lot of code, but still work. Like, seriously, it is. It's a lot of code. I guess because it does look like, even though it's not the same, it looks like Python with all the different functions that it has. Like, I understand the functions where it's like, hey, create the sheet. Hey, gather these people's email addresses. Send this email. Like, it's creating all these different functions to do these different things. So that part, yeah. So it makes sense what it's doing. But like there's a function to, once the person clicks on the approval document, it's supposed to communicate that to the spreadsheet where it populates that on the spreadsheet, but it just fails at that step. Yeah, and it's telling me it's because of the code. Like, I don't see it defined anywhere, so I'm just assuming this is just like a keyword within JavaScript code, but it's saying it's related to the script ID. It's not picking that up, but I'm like, I've linked it where you told me to link it. So there's only one script ID. It's not changing. Yeah, no, it wasn't that, like, because you had to like authorize and give it permission, which I did, but it's so in the library. I don't know if I have this one set up because it told me to just start from scratch. In the library, it says put in the script ID. That's what it's telling me to do, to link it to the spreadsheet. For this is the script ID for the spreadsheet. When I put it in there, it detects it, it sees the name and everything, but when I run the code or start the process and kick it off, this is the document ID for this document. I put in what the name of it is, because approval level, because we want it to go in a hierarchy. So like if you have multiple approvals, you just do like, this is the first person, second, third, and so on. One of the things that I learned doing this project is that I could never be a web developer, because the amount of testing that I had to do after making small little changes to the code. Anytime you make a change to the code, you have to test the entire process, because one little change could cause it to fail somewhere else. And it's just like, anytime I made a change to this code, it seems like something broke somewhere else that wasn't broken before. This is where it fails. It doesn't matter which one you click, it fails and gives this error. This error, code not defined. Everything else works except the actual approval step. Yeah. But so the only, or I guess not the only, but a question about this is because from your initial setup, you wanted it as a hierarchy. So that means that if someone rejects it, it stops there. It stops the process with them. Is that what you wanted? Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. Like, if we can just get the approval link to work. But I get it. So, no, there were other issues like that seem to have been, like, I've been able to work through it, like doing Google searches, coupling that with Gemini, like watching YouTube videos on it. So I've been able to figure out some things because in like some situations, like I wasn't getting the email, but I could go in the document and approve it, but I just wasn't getting the email. So I know the approval worked, but I'm like, why am I not getting the email? And then, okay, test this out. And she's like, I got the email, and she clicked on the link from the email and she got an error. So I tried to fix that. She was able to get into the document after that fix, but she can't approve it or deny it. Like, so I don't know. Yeah, I went through all of this when I set it up initially. You got this when you went check approval status, or just approve or deny? Can you try the approve or deny? Because that's where the issue. See, code is not defined. I don't know. Yeah, and I'll check some Slack channels and see if anyone knows as well, and see if there's something we're missing. Why do you say that though? Because I don't recall saying anything where I'm like, so just speaking for myself, I personally wasn't or did not respond because I do not recall that conversation at all. Like, I don't know where the 8 or the 11 came from. Now, granted, I was out sometime, so it may have been during that time. I don't know, because when the whole conversation came up, I wasn't Like the first time it came up, I know I was out of the business, so I don't know if it was discussed then or not. I don't remember an 8 or an 11. I truly don't. If I was there, I don't remember it at all. Like, yes, we can, because we have already done it. Like, we did it in July, so I don't see that as an issue. Like, we did. It was based on volume, because it's not we can't do it from their quota. So I'm confused. I don't know. I guess I don't, I'm trying to make sure I understand completely what is being asked and where's the disconnect, because I don't know where the 8 or 11 came from. I still don't remember that. Oh, I think this was probably where y'all may have gotten this from. I don't know. Yeah, I think this is when I was out. All right. Okay. All right. I'll message you about this scorecard. I don't know what this is. All right. Thanks. Bye. What's the field name? So is this? Go ahead. Okay, I need to look at the Excel file. I feel like I'm confused. So in the fact V, is that the right tab to look at? Like in the example file that you sent to them? Okay, so where it has, so this is just a hover over description. This isn't to give them all the details, like, or no, you're saying it could be to show this. So this could be dynamic, meaning for me, it may show, so we could put something like a one-liner that says like something generic like that. Is that what you mean? We see your email. I don't know. I mean, I saw the screenshot they provided. I'm like, yeah, that does look a bit crowded in how, we, okay. Yeah, I think we could add it like kind of towards but just to keep it simple, and I think even possibly similar to what they would see in the file for them. What, leave it in this document? Okay. Yeah. So it just calls out like, that generic blurb of what, yeah, make it smaller. And, oh, did they tell us, are we limited? Like, do we have any character limits? Okay. Look, I don't know, but I just don't want them to come back and be like, you have 20 characters. Okay. 150? I mean, that's a lot. Yeah. Right. Yeah, we need more. We need more than that. Yeah. Whatever we got to do, man. Like, we're just trying to get something launched at this point. Do we need to go ahead and finish this so that you have something for August? Okay. The trial. But I'll ping you once we come up with verbiage for this. All right. Thanks. Bye. Okay, so then what should we do? I think they need to go read, but you know what? I'm gonna look, they don't read to begin with, but why not? It's not. They sure not. I was like $60, sir. Their team needs to be on these calls, like just to listen in. Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree because it just seems like you do all this prep work just for it like to all fall apart at the end, and I don't understand why that is. Like, we've done all these things and then people act surprised like this is brand new, like they've never seen it before. I'm serious. Like, they act surprised like, what is this document? Why are you asking me to? Like, that's why I'm like, for some of these things and metrics, like, make most of this stuff metric based, especially like when they had like the all happening at the same time. And that's why I was like, I was like, good luck, because this is going to be a nightmare. Like, honestly. Yeah, we're not adding any new columns. We're just changing like the description that shows. So, all right, we're on a call. Doing good. Are my headphones connected? Because y'all like to tell me it's connected and then it doesn't. Good afternoon, everyone. I don't think I've really talked really much today. I've just been working on getting some, like, I don't know what you would call it, like maintenance things done today. And I finally got a part of my, like, this Looker, BigQuery, Google Cloud, all that stuff that we're transitioning over to. I have to get all of that set up, and the process is just so convoluted. Like, we literally had a meeting and we were just ranting about how none of the articles are updated or make sense, and people are just stumbling their way through figuring things out. But you know what? That is kind of like in the data community or the data science community. One of the things we're not really going to do is ask for help. I will do a Google search. I will look up articles. I will go on Stack Overflow. I'll go to all these different websites and look through articles before I reach out to a person. Like, reaching out to a person for help with something is kind of like a last resort, you know, like I'm not getting anywhere. I feel like that's pretty common in the data science community. Y'all let me know if you feel that way. Like, we are going to figure our way into it before we ask somebody, you know, like we will mistakenly get something done. Don't even remember how we got it done, but it got done. Okay. I don't know why we are the way we are, but I got on Monday, or it was either Monday night or Tuesday morning, I got this approval done for a part of getting Looker set up. Y'all, it's been over a month. It's been over a month that I've had this ticket open. I'm like, because I opened it at the beginning of July, I believe. So, and it's just now getting approved, and I'm now able to continue the process, you know. So this is not a quick and easy process, and all these different tabs that I have open here are just for like different steps of the process, me trying to read through these articles. And then like one of the things, and I was like, yes, why, like on the call that we had on, like, was it Monday or Tuesday afternoon, where we were trying to go through this like platform change as a team. Like, okay, we're trying to onboard to this. I need to create a project for our team to onboard onto this. And it's like, nothing is helping us onboard onto this. Like, all of these articles, it's like, oh, it was updated in February of 2025. But when you look at it, they updated like a title, like the process hasn't been updated, you know? So it's just, it doesn't make any sense why they have these articles out here and nothing's updated. Like, I need to add other people into this project, so I'm looking up their IDs. What is this? Hold on, I thought I ran this query. What is going on? Okay, F5 expected, huh? It said expected something like and select. Oh, hold on, where is this? Okay, 1250801 and 125 and -1. I must have been leaning on this keyboard and typed in the wrong thing. Okay, so F5. Okay, so let me get this person's ID, and I think I need to get one other person's ID for now, just to add them on, like, just so we can test this out, because add them also as because they're a developer, and I also need to add them as a viewer. We were told to add them as both, or I was told to add them as both. I don't know. Again, I don't know if these instructions are correct. I'm just doing what I was told to do. And they said to add them as both a developer and a viewer. So, oh, and I need to add someone else that is just a viewer. Let me look up. I need to look up her ID. Where is she? All right, let me run this query again. And you guys, well, since Friday, today is Thursday, so for about a week, I've been working on this project using Google Apps Script. I've been asked to develop code. Mind you, I know nothing about JavaScript, but I've been asked to work on developing code to do an automation. So what did I do? Google, YouTube, a little Gemini, but Gemini I felt like was so unhelpful, like for specific pieces of the code. So I'm just beg, borrowing, stealing code from different places to try and do this because I don't know what the heck I'm doing. But I think like I initially had the code bound to like a spreadsheet and a document, and they were supposed to ping off of one another. Like, so when you do something in the doc or in the spreadsheet, it would update, send an email, the person goes into the document, they click through certain pieces of it, and it's supposed to update the spreadsheet, whatever activity they do in the document, like in a Google Doc. Whatever they do there is supposed to update the statuses and what they've done in the spreadsheet or the Google Sheet. And it just was not, when I put the code from Google Apps Script, this is my code here on this screen, that's my code. And when I was having them do, or when I was testing out that process and had the code bound to the actual spreadsheet and document so they would talk to one another, they were not talking to one another. They were arguing. They were straight up in a divorce, you know, like they were not having it. So I read in another, I don't know if it was Stack Overflow or somewhere else, because I've been all across the world, the interwebs, trying to figure this out. So I don't know where I saw it, where it was just recommended to just go to script.google.com and set up the project there instead of going, because you can go into a document like a Google Doc or a Google Sheets. You can go to extensions and click on app scripts, and that way the code is bound to that document. But when I was doing it that way, again, the Google Doc and the Google Sheet did not like one another. They wanted a divorce immediately, so I gave them their wish, you know. Divorce approved. They are now single people, and I just have one individual single document or a single app script project that is doing all the work. Okay, all the code is in one, all of that to say, all of the code is in one app script project doing all the work. If you ever run into that issue where you're trying to set up an automation and use Google Apps Script to set up anything, just try. It may work for you, but I got some more testing I want to do with it. But I have to get this Google Cloud stuff. Apparently we need to use all of our we're moving to the cloud, so I need to set up BigQuery as well. So BigQuery isn't anything necessarily new to the company, but it wasn't something we used primarily. So now it's like, y'all need to be using this because we're moving to the cloud instead of being on-prem. So yeah, and if that's foreign language to you, pretty much on-prem just means like we manage our own data centers versus hiring out and having someone else manage our data. You know, we use their data centers, aka cloud service, which I don't know why it's called cloud, because the data's still in a data center, it's just not in a data center you own. Okay, but I have a lot to do, and I don't have much time to do it, but I'm gonna at least work on, let me get this ID and run this code, because see, I'm all over the place. Let me add these users in here, and then I can move on to the next step in this process, because it's already been over a month and it didn't need to be over a month.